Hello and welcome to the podcast about a new edition of Leibniz's philosophical papers. If you look in any university library for the writings of the major figures in early modern philosophy, you'll find large English editions of Descartes, Spinoza and Kant. But there's a gap, a massive polymath-shaped hole in our library. And I'm talking, of course, about Leibniz. For generations, if you wanted to read Leibniz in English, you were mostly restricted to student anthologies, themed compilations, or best-of collections. But Leibniz wasn't a best-of kind of guy. He was an everything all at once kind of guy. What has been missing is a comprehensive edition that captures the range, depth and development of Leibniz's philosophical thought. And that's what a new 3-volume edition of Leibniz's philosophical papers sets out to provide. These 3 volumes focus on a crucial decade in Leibniz's career, 1677 to 1686, his early years in Hanover. This was a period of extraordinary intellectual productivity, when many of his most important ideas in metaphysics, logic, science, ethics and theology began to take shape. So this decade is a good place for this new edition to start. Let's consider some stats. Combined, the 3 volumes contain almost 1 million words. They contain 314 distinct writings. 203 of these appear in English for the first time. 7 have never even been published in their original language, and another one hasn't been published in full in its original language. So this isn't just a new presentation of familiar material. It's a major expansion of what we can read and study. But numbers tell only part of the story. The other part is the method used in putting this edition together. Rather than relying on previously published versions of Leibniz's texts, it returns directly to the original manuscripts. That might sound like a technical detail, but it has profound consequences. Earlier transcription sometimes contains errors, like words misread or missed out altogether, and these errors are likely to feed through into a translation. Sometimes the errors are significant enough that all a translator can do is guess at Leibniz's meaning. By going back to the manuscripts, this edition is able to correct these errors and produce translations that are both more accurate and more faithful to what Leibniz actually wrote. It also avoids a common editorial practice of creating hybrid texts by merging different drafts. Instead, in this edition, each version of a text is presented separately. And this allows us to see Leibniz's thinking as it develops, sometimes hesitantly, sometimes experimentally, often brilliantly. And that's another distinctive feature of the edition. It doesn't just present polished final works. It includes drafts, fragments, and marginal notes. It also includes an enormous number of deleted passages, which are carefully recorded so you can literally see where Leibniz started a sentence, changed his mind, crossed it out, and tried a different approach. It's like being in the room while he's thinking out loud. In that sense, the edition opens up a new way of engaging with Leibniz, not just as a finished authority, but as a working thinker. To support this, each text is accompanied by a detailed headnote, explaining its context, sources and grounds for dating, along with scholarly apparatus that documents textual variations, transcription issues and interpretative challenges. The result is an edition designed not only for specialists but also for students and interested readers who want a clearer, fuller picture of Leibniz's philosophy. And that's not all. All the figures in these volumes are vectorized scans of Leibniz's own hand-drawn diagrams, rather than computer recreations. And for the first time, this edition uses inclusive language, making these 300-year-old ideas feel right at home in a 21st century classroom. Ultimately, this 3-volume edition of Leibniz's philosophical papers is about access, making more of Leibniz available and making him available more accurately than ever before. It's an invitation to rediscover a philosopher whose ideas continue to shape how we think about knowledge, reality, and the structure of the world, and to encounter these ideas closer to how he actually conceived them. Thank you for your kind attention. In the next podcast, we'll look at what's involved in dating Leibniz's manuscripts, and we'll see that the dates previously suggested for some of them are rather wide of the mark.